Hello everybody and welcome back to Fallout 3 Day by Day. Today is December 7th, 2277, 3 minutes after midnight. It's actually a little bit, a couple of days before, since I'm recording these a little bit ahead of time, just to keep on top of everything. But yeah, we're gonna continue on our way over back to Megaton. Gonna drop off a bunch of stuff. Hopefully we'll get to the actual Mothership Zeta expansion today. If not, no worries. We're not really in a rush. I don't think that I'll be... Oh, there's a Brotherhood of Steel guy.
What's up? We've got this area locked down.
Apparently you do. There's not really any... any rush here. If we can beat the whole thing by the 8th of December, we can run right into Fallout 1 day by day if people are interested in that. But I don't think that's going to happen. Even if we start Mothership Zeta today, I don't think it's going to... I think it's going to take longer than... Oh, missed. Missed. Come on. Third shot. There we go. I think it's going to take longer than a day to do it. Because this is the 7th. So we need to get a good chunk of the way through Mothership Zeta today. And that's just not likely. Since we haven't even started it. And the amount of, main storyline content in that expansion is enough that we're not gonna... It's not gonna happen, I don't think. So, there's no rush. And, well, we'll have to see how well the video on the 6th and how well this video does. If they do well enough and I get enough interest in the Fallout 1 day by day stuff, I might start that on the 8th. Probably also be recording the December 8th video ahead of time, although I don't know how long it's going to take me to do Mothership Zeta, so, if it takes to the 9th or the 10th, then yeah, I'll definitely be recording that 8th one ahead of time. Ooh, this is an Enclave with a Deathclaw and an Enclave soldier, and they're fighting somebody. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, we're kind of in a not good spot here. We gotta get around them. That Deathclaw is controlled by them, looks like it. Looks like he's on their side. We're gonna try to just sneak around here and hit up north. Yeah, he's definitely wearing that little headband thing, which is kind of a shift from Fallout 2, by the way. Fallout 2 had more Deathclaw kind of stuff. Because Fallout 1, they were basically just one of the stronger enemies in the game. Early on in the mid-game, you fight one on its own, and it's pretty hard, and you have to do it to advance the... Well, you don't have to do it because of how Fallout 1 works, but you do it to advance the main story. And then later on, at the end of closer to the end of the game, sort of the beginning of the late game, you fight a pack of them in Fallout 1. Or you have the opportunity to. So they're just kind of high-level enemies towards the end of the game. But at the very end, right, you're fighting against the super mutants and other sort of big turrets and robots that are much more powerful than the Deathclaws. In Fallout 2, they added a sort of feature thing that was the intelligent, talkative Deathclaws that got killed by the Enclave. although I think one or two of them survived. They kind of had a tribe going there of Deathclaws. Very strange concept. Not something that the games would continue along with at all, really. There's no, as far as I'm aware, there's no talking Deathclaws in Fallout 4. Definitely none in Fallout 3. Instead, we go with the Enclave controlling the Deathclaws kind of thing, basically to say that they're just animals, which is a shift. Because in Fallout 2, they were a little bit more complex. They had a little bit more stuff going on. There were some smart Deathclaws that were nice to you and didn't attack you. And of course, I doubt they'll ever really go back to that. It's too well known as a sort of evil monster. Even New Vegas and stuff didn't do that. I think some of the modded content for Fallout 4 and New Vegas and stuff has moved a little bit in that direction, but I don't think that's been well received. People don't really like talking with Deathclaws. It's kind of a bad bit. It's not very funny. It's not really like, ooh, it's not really cool. It's not really a thing that people like. We have the water beggar, but we don't have a merchant here.
Partner, try Moriarty.
What time is it, by the way? We should keep an eye. Oh, it's only 3 a.m. Maybe I think we will start Mothership Zeta today based on the timing. And I suspect we might get through more of it than I originally anticipated. But we'll have to see. Alright, so first we can drop the bobblehead. I don't know where I got that strength bobblehead. You're not... I really didn't want to pick up any of those here. What, we got the kneecapper. Oh, right. We're holding... Oh, this is... apparel. Grifter's Fist. Spectacles. Alright. Holding on to the other stuff. We got a bunch of aid that we'll dump somewhere off, but now it's weapons. Microwave emitter. We do not. I don't think we want. What's that? 68 damage. Takes MF cells, microfusion cells. The Gauss rifle also takes microfusion cells, and we're holding on to that one. Sniper, kneecapper. I guess we're holding on to the kneecapper instead of a combat shotgun. Kneecapper looks to be better. We can have a hunting rifle here to repair our stuff. We don't really have anything else. We'll drop off some of these. Well, the tri-beam laser rifle is pretty decent, but drop off some of these grenades. Let's see how many we got. Frag grenades, 20. That might be a little bit too much. Pulse grenades. We'll just drop off 4. We'll hold on to 10 pulse grenades. That's probably okay. Oh, what? I hit the wrong button. Okay. Don't need the mines. It keeps flipping around which one is infiltrator. We're holding on to the shock sword, I think. I like the shock sword. It's a funny little thing. Plasma grenade, pistol, pulse grenade. 26. We're gonna drop off 26 of those. Railway rifle, repellent stick, sawed-off shotgun, magnum. We're holding on to the sniper rifle, kneecapper, tri-beam, sidearm. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
To Wadsworth.
What? Sir.
Let's get a whole bunch of purified water.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Alright, now we gotta go over here and we gotta consider what we're dumping off in our fridge here. Definitely the Quantum. We'll dump that out. We don't need 5 Stealth Boys. That's probably fine. We don't need the deviled eggs, and we'll jump off the pork and beans as well. That puts us at 15. We have the 2... sugar bombs aren't that useful, so we'll dump those too. And then, other than that, everything else is pretty valuable. What else we got here? Wasteland Survival Guide that we did. And that's pretty much it. Okay. We could... I don't know. I run into the whole, like, out of food thing too often, so I think we're gonna take it and we're gonna head out. That was a quick stop here. And we're gonna head out and we're gonna head to the north. We'll go... Well, if we go over here, we'll overshoot it. Yeah, I think we're gonna take that bridge over there. I think it makes more sense to take that one. Ooh, do we have... Oh, we have a trader here. Which one? It's Crow.
Here to acquire a new...
This is the clothing guy.
Have a look. See if anything calls out to
He
you.
doesn't really have anything that valuable, but we can go in here and we can sell him a bunch of random drugs to get 60 caps.
Thanks.
And we can ask him to repair, and we can repair the Gauss rifle and most of that stuff. Okay, looks pretty good.
Well
It was
done.
pretty easy, pretty much no problem. And we want to head east because we're headed over to our good old bridge. So, we're about a week out before the Fallout Season 2 TV show, which is proving to be possibly quite interesting. Possibly a quite interesting release here. I'm conflicted. On one hand, I'm really interested. I did really like the first season. Although I have realized in retrospect, most of the things I liked about the first season was potential setups for interesting things down the line. The actual content of the first season was a bit middling. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't... Oh, crap, it's an Enclave guy. Okay. We don't want to fight the Enclave guys. They're much too annoying to deal with. And they don't give, like, good rewards or stuff. It's not like, you know, that ant that I killed and I got food from. Fox. Yeah, what's Fox? Fox. Sensor module. Fox. Like, I was a lot more interested in a lot of the, like, pre-war setup for interesting stuff, right? The fact that the ghoul has been around forever makes it pretty interesting. They have a lot of different ways they could take that. You know, they could make him much more important to the stories of the other games, which it seems like they are kind of doing. He's in 76 now, I guess, which 76 is a weird kind of game for that sort of stuff, but it is kind of pseudo-canonical. It's not outside of the canon, for better or for worse. Oh, here's our bridge. Here we go. Okay. Raider guard dog. So I was much more interested in the setups for future Brotherhood of Steel stuff, and you know what's going on with the area that they travel around in in season 1, which is Fallout 1, and where they're going to go next, right? If they're going to New Vegas, that's potentially very interesting, right? That leaves a lot of routes open for them to do interesting stuff with Mr. House, the Legion, even the NCR, and they could basically stick in random side characters like Marcus, any of the companions, you know, they could put the courier in there. They're kind of gonna have, well, I don't know. And that's why I'm kind of reluctant for we should save. It's been a while since we've had a crash or anything, and since I'm getting back into this. The whole going to New Vegas thing is kind of a dangerous thing for them to do, but at the same time, it's kind of ballsy. So it's not like I necessarily respect them for immediately going to Vegas. It's more that, like, I'm hopeful that they have a plan, else they wouldn't have gone straight to Vegas, right? Like, they're not gonna go there. Okay, this is Bethesda Ruins, and we're gonna go through Minefield again, looks like. Probably. What do we got here? Do we have super mutants? Super mutants, probably. Oh boy, there's a lot of people here. A lot of enemies. Are these mostly... Well, if I can sneak on by, that would be good. I can't seem to target any of them in bats, which means they're somewhere weird. Okay, raiders. We got raiders. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to kill some of them for sure, because... Nice. Got him. That guy definitely saw me. Second hit, come on. Nice, okay. Oh. Okay, we missed. Second hit. Oh yeah, alright, there we go. Good old hunting rifle. Alright, we're still in danger. We got at least one more guy here. Oh, he's coming around the corner. Pull him up. 1. Pull him up. 2. There we go. Clean. That was clean. We're still in danger. Oh, there's a guy. There we go. We're still in danger, apparently. I don't see any guys on the map, but that doesn't mean they don't exist somewhere, like right over there. Yeah, he's all the way over there. Well, we don't want to get bogged down here, so let's just keep on chucking. Grab some of these, grab a free hunting rifle for the repairs. And, you know, really, I'm quite interested to see how all of this stuff that they're doing in the show eventually leads into sort of a Fallout. Oh, somebody's shooting at me. A Fallout 5, because, you know, they've announced that they're working on that. Somebody's shooting at me. Somebody's shooting at me a lot. Because they've announced that they're working on that, and that's something that I presume is going to be a big... something that they want to do well, and that they're really put a lot of effort into. So, yeah, we'll see. There are certain things, though, that I definitely appreciate about the show, right? I think the decision to make it after all the games was a good one. You know, they're moving forward with the lore of the world, and they're not worried about you know, right, they want to build upon previous stuff. They're not looking to remove the effects of previous stuff. They're more looking to move forward, right? And I think that's something a lot of people didn't understand with the New Vegas stuff. They were like, oh, they got rid of New Vegas. That's not really what happened, no. What's my rads like? Oh, 5. 12. Okay. But I don't know if they're ever really going to give us good answers about what exactly happened. They seem to be much more in a mood of avoiding discussing stuff. And, you know, we're going to imply that maybe certain things happened, but we're not actually going to talk about them because that would be lame. Although, you know, in the first season, they still managed to talk about some stuff pretty specifically, right, with the Shady Sands stuff and all of that, right? They couldn't just ignore that. But they also ignored all of the cities that exist in that area in Fallout 1. They just added a new one, so I don't know. Not ideal. Oh, caution. Somebody sees me. Oh. See, there's some guy all the way over there lighting things on fire, and I thought that that was the enemy that was trying to kill me, but no, it was just this random other guy. Looks like the sun has come out. Pretty nice here. Kind of a haze around everything. We're gonna hit some sort of point of interest on the way here. Pretty interesting. Before we hit minefield. What's the time? It's 7:23 a.m. We got another raider. We'll just ignore that one. If they see me, I'll shoot them, but whatever. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit whatever this point of interest is here. Oh, we got Enclave guys. Where they landed? Where they landed? Oh, they're landing right in our path. Oh, okay. Take a detour over to the left here. I want to keep an eye out for that raider. Sneak around through this debris. A little bit of... Maybe they landed... Oh, no, they're definitely right across this rock here. We'll see what sort of path they're taking, though. I gotta slip by them, come on. Oh, right there. Did they see me? Ah, they did. Okay, we're gonna fight them. This gun is not ideal for this, so I think I'm gonna switch to one of my other weapons. Oh, there he is. Okay. We got our Gauss rifle. Here we go. Oh, I missed. Ouch. Nice. Whenever you get a crit, it knocks him down. I missed the second shot, though. Where is he? The rate of fire is so slow. It's so annoying. We're almost at level 30, which is pretty interesting because that's the max level. Oh, here we go. There's level 30. Alright, so this is our last level. Our medicine's at 96. Melee weapons at... What are we thinking here? Well, our big guns, barter... We're kind of in a weird spot because we don't need to go for anything else. We're not going to use unarmed, so there's no worry about that. Big guns, explosives, probably not. I mean, we could just top out medicine. What do you think? Top out medicine? Or we could top out one of the melee weapon. Melee weapon. good. But, like, we could top out Sneak, maybe? Probably a good idea. Top out Sneak, Medicine 99. And then we go down here, and we get almost perfect. The goofiest perk to exist, basically. This is, it raises all of your special stats to 9 automatically. So here, right, we're at -2 agility because we're wearing the power armor, which we're actually gonna switch to the winterized one. But because we're wearing the shady hat, we get +1 perception, which means that our perception is already at 10, and we can get +1 strength from using the other one, and endurance, right? All of this stuff. If we get 1 boost from everyone, then we can get a perfect character here, which is why you don't want to get those bobbleheads, because you can wait until you're level 30 and then get them, and then you have a perfect character. We're at 11. All right, so that's pretty good. It's a very goofy perk, really. Like, it's kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, why is it that we get to have a perfect character at the end of the game? But it's not exactly a perfect character. It's instead an almost perfect character that still needs a minor boost in order to get technical perfection. I think, you know, like, Fallout 4's system where you can get infinite levels is kind of goofy, but I almost like it better because it turns it into a thing where you're, like, not really worried about gaming it anymore, right? Like, it's not as interesting as the way New Vegas does it, where you have to actually, you know, keep track of where your points are going because you're not going to have enough points to get everything, really. But at the same time, you know, if you're not going to really do that, like, for Fallout 3, you don't need to worry about where your points are going. As long as you're doing guns and whatever weapon you're using, you're going to be okay, right? Like, there's not really anything that you're going to screw yourself over with. Okay, we've got an NPC over here. Non-hostile NPC, specifically. Oh, it's an iBot. Okay. They're not playing anymore. Did he actually damage me? He did. How mean. So we're gonna have to go through Minefield. No sweat. No sweat. We're actually going to take a detour. We're going to go around Minefield a little bit here, because I think it's going to be easier for us. Like, Fallout 4's being... If you're going to make a game like Fallout 3 where your specific stats, your loadout doesn't really matter and everything is possible to do with any loadout, you should just make it like Fallout 4, where you can slowly get all of the skills as you play the game, right? Like, no reason to make it a whole thing that you need to do X, Y, and Z to get a perfect build. But I still think New Vegas is probably the better, like, RPG mechanic, right? You know, because going unarmed or melee weapons in that game actually, you know, matters. And you're not going to have enough time or points to really do that and everything else, right? You're not going to be able to get perfect stats at the end of the game the way you are in Fallout 3 or Fallout 4. an enemy over there. Gotta be careful. This is the power station. So we just gotta cross the big major road, and then we'll see the source of the transmission, which we should actually listen to. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, so this is pretty much completely unintelligible, right? And we got to keep an eye when we're getting close, because I want to actually see the location that we're going to before we go over to it. What time is it, by the way? It's only 10 a.m. looks like. So we're not even halfway through the day. So we'll get through a good chunk of Mothership Zeta today, for sure. Okay, we got some enemies up here. Oh, looks like there's a non-hostile giant rad scorpion that's nice to us for some reason, as well as some hostile ones. Ooh, we should go down here. And we should just, because these were these were ants, and ants have ant meat, and ant meat can be eaten. Yeah, so that transmission's pretty unintelligible. Seems to be some sort of strange, curious language here. And as we approach, we see that this is a crashed alien spaceship, which is in the base game. Without the expansion, you can come over to this spaceship and you can get the stuff that's here. And I don't think... Oh my... What the... Where did you come from? You're almost dead, actually. Where did that guy come from? Okay. In any case, you can come to this spaceship in the base game. It's not exclusive to the expansion, which is good, because it's cool. And the alien stuff has been a thing since Fallout 1. It was a bit that they added into Fallout 1. They then repeated it as a bit in Fallout 2, I think. And look, there's an alien who's dead on the ground here, and a bunch of power cells, and oh no, we're getting sucked up into some sort of thing. So, if you don't have the expansion installed, that doesn't happen, and you get to explore the spaceship. If you do have the expansion installed, you get sucked up, and then you have to explore it after you finish the expansion. It's such a weird, thing to gatekeep behind Mothership Zeta, but they do. So we're gonna need to check the time right after we get here, but there's some very interesting scenes here we're gonna watch. Oh, looks like these alien guys. Can't really tell what they look like or who they are. See if the screen clears up here. Seem to be a little green. Pushing buttons. Yep, pretty creepy. Looks like they're going to kill us. That's what I would guess. Or dissect us, possibly. Unclear what they did there. You're,
Hey, you okay? You all right?
Oh, look.
About time you woke up. I was starting. You got a headache, right? Don't worry. That'll get better. They must really like you. At least they let...
Aliens.
Crazy, ain't it? Not a whole lot of good news going around. Well, then... I've been here for a little... Shit.
So, we don't have anything, obviously. We're gonna double check the time. It is still the 7th. It is 12 p.m. on the 7th. So we still have a whole half day to do this stuff. And as you can see, it actually moved us over to Megaton. Before... And we can still access the beacon thing. Looks like they've got a giant claw to pick people up. It's kind of goofy. It's actually really goofy. This whole expansion is really goofy, and the fact that it actually ends up working pretty well is super surprising. Look, it's a random guy.
I'm thinking maybe now you... What? You've never seen a giant... I don't know where they're taking. We gotta... I can tell you that... I'm thinking they did us a favor. And for the record... They're keeping an eye on us, you know. Give them a They want us alive for something. Who knows what. So that's what we do.
Okay. So, is this a bit in another game, I think?
Hell if I know. Are you kidding me? You want to satisfy your...
I don't think there's a way to get out other than attacking her, because they just set up this thing here and there's nothing really to mess with.
Let me guess. You can't find... And you be ready. Hit me! Come on! Hit me!
So, she's gonna kind of smack us a little bit.
Ow, hey, not too hard.
We're gonna smack her a little bit. Eventually they'll come and open the door.
Hey kid, be careful.
See, if we watch this.
Yeah, we're really fighting now. Oh, damn. Aim for the head.
And you have to fisticuffs them to kill the aliens. Which, you know, this is kind of decently designed because later on the aliens are going to get much harder. And obviously I'm at level 30 here, so we can go in and we can immediately take his shock baton, which we are going to grab and use, of course, because it's a melee weapon. It's a lot better than unarmed. And you can really mess up the aliens with the shock baton.
Knows how long it'll be before they send more. Or after us.
But as we go in here, we can see that we can go in here and we can go in some other places. Is this the way we're supposed to go? There's a couple of other people around here. Like the Rivet City security guy. They basically have just picked up random guys from the wasteland. And if we go over here, we can get the alien captive log recordings, which there are 20-something of, and they are quite interesting. I'm not going to listen to really any of them because they're much too long. Oh, she died. Does that matter? It's not good. But, you know what? We're just going to keep rolling with it. That's potentially really bad, actually. I think she's useful later on. But, yeah, we're just going to roll with it. That's what happened. That's really too bad. But, you know what? It is what it is. Now you can. They put these little health regenerating archways in the thing, and those are quite useful, obviously. And if you see any of these controls, you get the alien captive recording logs. They're basically a bunch of logs of a bunch of people that the aliens have captured over the past, like, 1,000 years on Earth. So yeah, it's pretty serious. And we got an NPC over here who's gonna... The only thing we gotta keep out here for the time, because if we...
Hello?
Oh, there's a kid.
Hi! Hi there! Listen, can you let me out of here? You have to shut that off to open the door here. Well, not really shut it off. More like blow it up. If you turn off the coolant, it'll get really hot and then explode. So be careful, okay?
This girl is quite curious, really, as a character. Anyway, we're gonna have a lot of pressing buttons, continuing on, and I think it's gonna blow up once we hit all the things. There we go. Looks like it. Come on. Yeah. Sally, quite creepy,
Thanks.
actually.
Are you escaping?
Okay. This girl's been here for a long time, actually. And she keeps getting frozen and then revived. It's unclear why, but she's gonna lead us around the ship, and she's kind of the main character of this DLC. That other lady is also important, but she died, so. At some point, yeah, she's gonna open the door for us.
See? Sure. We'll have. We need. Oh, I've been. Sometimes I can sneak out.
Okay, we don't need to go through all her backstory. Suffice it to say, she's a very curious character that would be advantageous if they were... Oh, I killed them in one hit. And we got some alien worm food, which is one of their many foods. We don't need the cigarettes. Plasma pistol's nice. Ah, here's all my stuff. Here we go. So, we've got our stuff back. So, as you can see, it's very quick to get all of your stuff back. It's not really a big problem. It's not a big hurdle to make here. You know, it's nothing like the pit where there's a bunch of stuff that you need to go through and grab before you, hand over your stuff. Before you get back your stuff, basically. Yeah, so, we don't need most of that. Worm food, they've got a bunch of food on here. Various items. We're gonna hold on to some of these weapons. Just because they're kind of unique and fun. Chinese officer sword. We don't, plasma pistol. Nah, we can drop the plasma pistol. We already had one. But we're going to keep the shock baton because it's fun. But we also do need to replace our, all of our stuff here. Where's kneecapper, frag grenade, stim pack, shock sword, assault rifle, sniper rifle, assault rifle, gauss rifle. There we go. Alright. I think it's a good time to save here. And double check the timing. It is only about 3 p.m.
You want to get to the control room.
Alright. So, we gotta go through this alien spaceship and kill as many of the aliens as possible and take over. Or, well, yeah, pretty much. We're gonna take over. That's what we're gonna do.
Wait here for a second. There's more of them coming.
Good to know.
I guess they're already looking for us.
Take the frag grenade.
Yep.
Okay. So, she's apparently gonna get behind these aliens, which are right over there-ish, I guess. And blow them up. Did we get it? Did you get him? Yeah, we got him. Large alien crystal, which is a form of currency. They don't... alien power module, another form of currency. They have a bunch of random stuff. Biogel, health. So she threw a grenade. This is kind of... yeah, it's basically a scripted event if you do the right, whatchamacallit, tracks. The design of this whole... So we can shoot them if we want, or we can avoid them. Either way, they are very well-designed enemies. They have high armor, but they don't actually have a lot of health. They do a lot of damage, and they have kind of high, like... They have this high sort of kinetic armor that... Basically, if you break through their armor, you can do a ton of damage. Ooh, there's a lot of them. Now, I have enough stuff here to probably kill them. Which looks like we're going to have to do. Ooh, atomizer, power module, crystal. Oh boy. Kind of, now these aliens are not particularly high damage dealing per alien, the way that some of the later ones in the expansion will be. The difficulty definitely ramps up over time, pretty consistently, pretty clearly. Oh. Well, we're gonna burn through quite a bit of stuff right here in this section. I shouldn't have been shot. All right, let's hit it with the Gauss rifle. It's time for the Gauss rifle. Pop. All right, there's one. They also do quite a bit with stealth technology, which should really, that's not really that surprising since they're, they've stuck around for thousands of years without being noticed, presumably. Pretty good stealth. What's the deal here? Okay, there we go. We got one more. And kind of... Oh, he through. There we go. Alright, that's all of them. Let's, well, we didn't kill them all for nothing, so let's go through and grab all of their junk. Mostly, hopefully, health items. Oh, right, I forgot. The alien biogel has side effects. That's a thing. I don't remember what they are, because I kind of avoided using it because of, the mentioned side effects. But, yeah, for the most part, it kind of acts like some of the other drugs in the game, which is kind of annoying, actually. But we can get a bunch of power modules and disintegrators and all sorts of stuff. And you don't really need to... what did she say? Oh. Just wanted to head over to the... Oh. Yeah, so as you can see, they're a hardy bunch. They'll soak up hits like nobody's business. Let's pull out. They're quite annoying to fight. Later on, as you go through, they stop spamming a bunch of them at you, and they start just giving you one or two to deal with each time, which is a lot easier just because of how the game works. But right now, yeah, they're just gonna throw a bunch of them at us. No, we do not want to wait. But it's only 5 p.m. And really, we just want to go through this. I don't want to say as quickly as possible, but relatively quickly. Oh, right. Hold on. The alien epoxy will repair our weapons to full. And we're gonna munch through this punga fruit.
I didn't see those two. There's a door on the left I can open though. You should
Atomizer crystals.
try and go that way. Sorry.
I think this is the way. Oh, no, looks like there's an alien down there. We should avoid that. And here we enter a big area. First, oh, right, forgot. There's drones. They have little robot guys, which are basically just like they're nothing to be worried about. No problem. The vibes of this expansion are really quite incredible. The fact that they managed this quite well without it feeling out of place is impressive and surprising, because, you know, if you say like alien spaceship expansion for Fallout, that's kind of goofy, and I don't want to say it doesn't fit, but it doesn't really. Not really the game. I think we want to just go to the one. There's a whole bunch of other stuff to explore if you want, but we're just continuing.
Don't worry about those aliens. They won't hurt you.
Oh, right.
Just leave them alone.
Those other guys. Well, they don't attack you, and they run away from you. Might want to consider popping some. But they are still enemies. I think you might... I gotta make sure I'm still neutral. I think if you kill them, you lose some... Oh, poison spray. Oh, come on. Ouch. I think our armor is going to be a problem. I think the armor is going to be the problem. It's going to run out of health pretty relatively quickly, I'll say. Oh, no, looks pretty good. The winterized stuff is quite hearty. There we go. The way we're supposed to go, I think. I suspect. Arch right. Oh, we can modify it to oh, I guess it's recharging. Whatever that means. Let's see if we can get if we get the drop on the aliens, they pretty much go down. It's only later on in the expansion that some of them will eat that sneak attack shot. And for the most part, once they have their armor up, the way that they tend to do, they're pretty hard. I missed. How annoying. Their weapons do a decent amount of damage. They're not lightweights, but they're also not like super strong. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of reasonable, right? Oh, come on. The rate of fire for this gun is so poor, like you miss a shot and it's like, oh my gosh. So annoying. More food. Okay, so we're supposed to go vaguely over to that way. So let's make our way over there. It's not a worker alien. I guess it just didn't see me. It's weird. Oh, that guy saw me though. I think the AI for the aliens is actually pretty decent. They're pretty aware when their buddy gets shot right out from under them. They don't, yeah. They're not, they're pretty aware. Aware is a good word I'd use here. Where they know when, you know. Yeah, see, sneak attack critical, that guy just ate it, right? Like, he only... But if you can hit them more than once... Ooh, so there's another guy somewhere around here. Modify. There we go. Oh! I missed. And like the design of all of this stuff is just really stellar. The fact that they have these kind of like body shields on and like the whole design of this place as being like clearly industrial but still not human in any form, you know, it's really good.
Hi, I'm back again.
Thanks, kid. Oh, what? He bumped me and caused me to screw up my head. The only, like, real big problem with this whole thing is that, like, you're running, like, a mutiny on the ship, and that, if I'm being honest, it doesn't really make sense that you would be able to do this. Like, come on, these are aliens that they've been around for thousands of years on a ship. Like, they're not gonna screw around with any sort of, like, oh, that's cool. they're just gonna try to kill you as fast as possible, right? Like at this point. And the we gotta. Oh, it that shot. The fact that their turrets are different and like spit out this kind of weird light stuff. Very good, very good. I think we want to go around. Oh, we're finally hidden again. What's the time? Okay, we got 4 hours left. Okay, that's not too bad. Second pop. Okay, it's okay. And they kind of, like the shimmering effect, very, very well done. It's really funny, like, the Mothership Zeta and Operation Anchorage are basically, like, opposite expansions, where, like, Operation Anchorage should have been a slam dunk, home run, knock it out of the park, easy, and it wasn't. And Mothership Zeta should have been the, like, absolute fumble, what are you thinking, why would you make this type of expansion? And it wasn't. It's like pretty good.
I'll stay here until it's safe, okay?
Safe. Yeah, those are what the crystals look like. Power cells. Yeah, classic stuff. Okay. So I guess we're supposed to go over this way. Since, you know, she's saying it's not safe down here. So we got enemies. Worm food. Like you look at all these tools around here that are like very clearly tools, but also you literally cannot use them or have any sense of what they do. Very well done. Turret. Apparently I frenzied that turret. I don't know what that's about. And these little symbols that show up that are they're so genius because you can kind of insinuate what they might mean, but it's still very alien. It's very smart. And we're going to the engineering core. And Sally's going to talk to us and tell us that we're doing all right. We got like 3 hours left in the day. Okay. Oh, yeah, like something like this where it's like, it kind of makes your head hurt looking at it. But also, it's very clearly like intelligent language. Epoxy. Okay, we should use some of these epoxies. We should use them on some of our other weapons as well. Gauss rifle's pretty good. Where's the capper? It doesn't repair it all the way, but it does repair it enough. So, if you're playing this expansion normally, this is basically the home area where you get to do all the stuff.
Okay, I'll show you what I... Aw, nuts. They turned it off! It's kind of like an It must be... Oh!
yeah, so there's a portal here that we can't access, but you'll get teleporters from this area into other parts of the ship, but you have to go activate them, so we're going to have to go through the game. You know, classic stuff. You have to play the game to do stuff. I don't know what I was expecting.
So,
This is
it.
the cryo
I've
areas.
never had the courage to wake them up. I don't know. You see that one guy? And that other guy? He looked... Well, because he's got a space... If they turn out the elevator...
Okay, so we can see, that's a captive log. We can see that there's a guy in a spacesuit, the cowboy guy, the guy who is clearly from Operation Anchorage, and the samurai. And we're gonna let him out by clicking a button somewhere. Yeah.
Hiya, mister.
Timing 22. And they get all sorts of cool animations stepping out of their way. Let's talk to the samurai first. He speaks in feudal Japanese, and we cannot understand him. I mean, technically, if you knew Japanese, you could say, but your character doesn't know Japanese. So they did a similar bit later in Fallout 4.
Where are they?
This guy is an actual cowboy.
You called, so you woke me up. Human like me, huh? You got a point there, kid. Tell you what.
So these are all like temporary companions.
Hiya, mister.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
the astronaut died.
That poor astronaut. I guess you better take his suit. They'll be waiting for you. But you can suck out all the air and part of the ship, so they won't get in your way. They have these generator things that... There's one in the cryo lab, one in the head. Once they're all... And then, once you get to the top of the
Yeah,
ship...
so
I guess it's time for me to get the... I think he's from the Earth. Oh, you push this... And then...
okay, yeah, we have a bunch of MacGuffins to go grab.
What's going on? My what? Aliens! I was Private Elliot. Hey, you could... We have... Look. Wait a minute! Oh my... Please. I'd really like to, but I saw that the aliens on this... Get me some of that, and...
Okay,
Sure.
so he'll make us better biogel, which is pretty cool. These guys, so this guy is actually from the 14th century. This guy is actually from like the 1800s, and that guy is from the 20 whatevers.
Hey there, what'd you need?
Okay. So we can have them
Speak your piece.
help us.
Can't. There's not much more to say. I can still hear.
Yeah, he has a tragic backstory. Whatever.
Nope. Some.
I think you can get this
Oh, hey,
guy to come
what's
with
up?
you.
Sounds like I may be of some...
Yeah, so he's gonna follow me. He won't follow me. He's gonna do his own thing. But if we had that lady still with us, what's her name? She didn't die. I think she could fix our stuff for us, which would be hopeful. But we do not. So we're just gonna have to continue on without her. We have 2 hours left. Thought that guy was gonna come with us.
Oh, hey, what's up? Oh.
Okay, you should help us go through the... Yeah, here we go. Oh, we're apparently already in danger. Man, that did like no damage. Ooh, there we go. Okay, blew him away. So we have to go through, I think, all of the different areas, right? If we go to the quest here. Yeah, we have to destroy generators in the hangar, robot assembly, and cryolabs. So we're starting with the cryolabs. And we're probably going to really get to this tomorrow. And we're going to see, I think, you know, it's possible that we could really get through this whole thing pretty quickly. You know, when I originally played this, I didn't really make a beeline for the stuff. I kind of dirtled around and did my own thing. But you know, now with this stuff, I might be able to get through a lot quicker by just kind of going through, right? I think we're gonna need to check some of the local maps though. Cryo storage, engineering core. Apparently the teleporter is broken. Not a good sign. Yeah, a bunch of captive log recordings. You'll get a lot of them as you go through here. That restored like none of my health. That was not helpful. Teleporter's powered down. Is there a way to power it up? There was a control that we activated over here at some point. Oh, you know, we probably have to go over here and do more stuff. Yeah, there's more enemies over here. Time, we got 30-ish minutes. Now, as you can see, there's a bunch of aliens over there, as well as a robot. And a robot here, too.
What the hell are those aliens doing in there?
Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, we got a little bit of time left. We don't want to get pulled into a combat situation here, I think. That would be to our detriment. A couple of different switches we can activate, though. Mostly letting various people out to kill the aliens. Raiders, aliens. Elliot Tecorcorn, or whatever his name is. Alien worker. Aliens. I didn't want to get into combat. Alien. Something. Oh, alien over there. And let's go deal with the other guys. Ooh, there's a good amount around here. Should be able to kill them in 2 hits with the big gun there. There we go. And come on, show me. 2 or 3, I guess. Yeah, looking more like 3. 3 consistently. There we go. Okay. Apparently, there's still some more aliens over here. He's a good amount of health, which is oh, it's these guys. Okay. So, the time is actually 24 minutes after midnight on the 8th of December. 100 and some years ago, Fallout 1 started, so we might do Fallout 1 tomorrow, in addition to our Fallout 3 day-by-day video. We'll see. I'm going to definitely record the Fallout 3 ahead of time, probably a day or two ahead. So if I'm already finished with Fallout 3 day-by-day by the 8th or maybe the 9th, if it's close, I'll move it. And I might start Fallout 1 day-by-day. I don't know. I'm kind of tossing it up in my head. I haven't decided yet. But save, and that's the end of the video. See you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow on the 9th. On the 8th. It's the 7th.